Hello guys, welcome to today's session in Concept. Today we will be talking about breakout strategy. Many times whenever there is a breakout, people want to enter in a trade, but usually they get trapped into fake breakout. So today we will be learning how you can analyze when there is a breakout, how you can capture it, and what are the multiple things that you have to keep in your mind when you are trading with it. Okay, but before starting the video, if you are new here, you can go in the description. There is a link of Concept web application. With the help of that, you can download and install Concept application. After successful registration, you will get some free tools in the application that will help you out in your trading. Okay, now at any point of time, if you guys are having any kinds of doubts or query, so you can contact us. Okay, so in the support, you will get our contact number as well as email ID, so you can contact us and we will be there to sort your queries out. Right, let's start today's session, that is about breakout. So when I'm talking about breakout, right, so it means my market should be breaking some key levels, right? Now these key level can be of support, right? These key level can be support, it can be resistance, right? It can be resistance, it can be my certain zones, right? It can be my certain zones. Now when I'm talking about zone, it includes my supply zone, it includes my demand zone, it includes my support and resistance zone, right? So it can be breaking those also, right? My market or my price, it could be breaking my classical patterns, right? So there are some classical patterns. For example, you can say head and shoulder pattern, okay, ascending triangle, then you can say flag pattern, right? So my price can be breaking these type of pattern as well, right? Or there can be your harmonic pattern as well, right? So there are so many types of patterns, so many types of ranges, okay, so many type of levels. So if your market is breaking those level, it means there is a breakout happening, right? So we have to identify like which is the breakout that is best for us and how we can make our entry. Okay, now first of all, when I'll tell you how you can take the entry, there is one thing that I want you to know. Okay, so that is the thing. For example, whenever there is a, you can say this is my key level. Now when I'm talking about the key levels, it means it is my important level, right? So why it can be an important level? Because I have seen in the past my market, okay, so I have seen in the past my market was taking rejection whenever it was going there, right? So it can be of resistance. I'm taking an example of resistance, but it can be a support also. Okay, so I have seen in the past also many times my market was taking rejection at this certain point. Okay, and that is why I have analyzed like this is the major key level for me. So if my market is currently trading at this level, okay, if my market is currently trading at this level, so I know like this level can reject my price again. Okay, now while going to this level, okay, if the candles are somehow like this, okay, so assume assume my market is currently here, okay, and now my market started moving upwards to this, you can say to this resistance. Okay, now there are two conditions. Okay, for the first condition, the candles are somehow like this, okay, and then somehow like this. Okay, so these two are my green candles, okay, these two are my green candles, and they are moving close to my resistance, right? They are moving close to my resistance. So you can say these are the candles having a fat body. Okay, so these are the candles having fat body, or you can say these are a very strong candle. These are a very strong candle. Okay, and now there is a breakout. Okay, now there is a breakout as well. So then I have seen there is a breakout also, and that breakout candle was also a very good candle. So you can see my market starting moving upwards, and there was a good momentum candle, and then there is a breakout, right? Now what are the chances this breakout will sustain, right? So the chances are less than 50%. Why? Because my market has already taken all of the momentum from the market, or you can say जितने भी buyers थे, they have lost all their of momentum, ठीक है, इस breakout को करने के लिए, right? So now they don't have any momentum left कि अब इस जो आपका ये breakout हुआ है, ठीक है, अब उनके पास इतना momentum नहीं बचा है कि the market can go up. Okay, so instead of going up, this market will actually come down, and all of the stop losses would be hit, right? Why? Because my market is using the momentum to come up to this level, right? नीचे से मेरे मार्केट ने जो ये इतनी अच्छी कैंडल्स बनाई थी, ओके, तो पूरा मोमेंटम ऊपर तक आने में खत्म हो चुका है, right? And that is what happening here. So if like this, if there are conditions somehow like this, okay, and these huge candles are forming in the market and the market is using them to come up to the resistance, right? So there are chances that that breakout will not sustain because all of the momentum has already been lost, right? So what could have been the perfect example here? So if for suppose now I'm giving you a second condition, so this is my second condition. Now in the second condition, this is the same exact resistance level, okay, and in the next example what I am having here, so my market is again trading at somewhere like here, okay, and then there are few candles, okay, so they are moving like this, okay, so they are moving like this in the market, okay, and then there is a breakout and this breakout is of very good candle, okay, so you can see, so there can be some green candle here, some red candles here, okay, some red candles and then some green candles maybe, okay, like this, some are green and some are red. So you can see from this point of time that my market went upward but it did not use much of the momentum, okay, so it was moving upward making a good momentum, okay, so it is my rhythmic market, right? After that there is a good body, there is a good body candle, you can say a fat body candle, and this candle broke my resistance with a good momentum. It means now there can be a momentum, there can be a trend that will exist and that can sustain itself in uptrend, okay, so my market will be in the bullish direction, right? So you can see there are difference between these two conditions, right? In first condition all of the momentum has been lost before reaching the resistance level. Here I can see my market reached here, but when it gave me a breakout, so this breakout was done with a very good candle, so my momentum is intact, still intact, and then I can trade in the upward direction, right? So I hope the concept is clear. This was one of the sweet spot that you can use in your trading. So whenever you will see this type of condition and whenever you will see this type of condition, so now you will be aware like at which breakout you have to enter in your trade, right? Then after the breakout you can, yes, obviously you can wait for a retest. So if my market will again retest, okay, so then you can take a trade as well, okay, but this breakout will sustain in the market and the chances of this breakout sustaining are very less, right? Now if I got to know this concept, okay, now let's go on other concept, okay, so for that I am opening concept application here. In concept application, in the analyze section I have charts, trade and order, okay. Now in the charts, trade and order, okay, I will give you some examples here, okay. Now also whenever I'm going for the breakout, okay, whatever strategy I'm using, I will always use my buyer initiated quantity and seller initiated quantity, okay, or this is my order book. Now why I am using order book? Because it will show me at any breakout if the number of orders that has been initiated by the buyers, okay, if it is good, so that breakout will sustain in the market, right? At any breakdown of support, if the number of sellers are aggressive or the number of sellers are greater than the number of buyers, at that breakdown, or you can say that breakdown will sustain in the market, right? That will not give you a fake breakout, right? We will see the example of that also, but first let's see. Currently I'm analyzing the bank nifty here, and in the bank nifty let me make some support and resistance which can be you can see important level or key levels for me. So for that what I will do, I will form some support and resistance here, right? So I can see this was the zone, okay, so I'll make a resistance zone here, okay, so you can see this is the zone from where my market was taking rejection, okay, it took rejection multiple times from this zone, so I can predict this will be the level or this will be the zone from where my market will get rejected, okay, so that is how I have created this zone, okay, so you can see I have created a zone, my market was got rejected multiple times from this zone, okay, and when it actually got broke, then you can say a good momentum in the upward market, right? Then you can see a good momentum in the upward market, right? Now how to know that this momentum will sustain in the market and what could be our entry, what is the price at which we have to take the entry, what could be our stop losses, right? So I can see in this market, I can see there was no very big candle, but the market was moving with the average candle. You can see, so there are average candle, okay, there are some green ones also, there are some red ones also, and the market was moving smoothly, right? After that, when it broke, so you can see the candle which broke it, it was a very good candle. You can see the zone which got broke. So it was broke with a very good candle, or you can say a Marubozu candle, because I cannot see the lower of that candle, right? So there was no wick, you can say, in the below side, right? And also I can see my closing price is approximately equal to my higher price as well, right? So you can say it is a bullish Marubozu candle, right? So it is a strong green candle which broke the zone as well, right? So this is the thing that you have to keep in your mind. Okay, now whenever there is a breakout, the first thing that I have to look into, that was the momentum. Okay, after that the candle that is breaking it out, and then I have to mix these combination with order book, right? How? So first of all, we will draw the zone, and whenever there will be a breakout, okay, whenever there will be a breakout, so we will wait for the candle to close, right? So currently I'm analyzing 1 minute candle, right? It means if this candle is running and if this is breaking out, so I will wait for market to close it, right? So currently this is a candle of 259. It means approximately at 3 p.m. this candle will be closed, right? So if this candle will be closed, so what I'll do, I will just go and analyze the BIQ and SIQ of that candle, right? So it is giving me the buyer initiated quantity is 4,215, right? And the seller initiated quantity is 3,615. So I can see a good buyer initiated quantity at this candle as well, right? So what can I do? I will just mark the high of that candle, okay? So I will just go and I will mark the high of that candle like this, okay, like this. And then whenever there will be a breakout, then I'll make my entry, okay? Whenever there will be a breakout, I can make my entry. The second thing is that what could be our stop loss. So if I'm making this zone, so the lower band of this zone, it will be my stop loss, right? It will be my stop loss. So this is the first thing, that this is the first method with which you can trade in the upward direction, right? Now the second thing, I told you before as well, I told you here as well, okay? Let me show you. I told you here as well, if there will be a breakout, so then we will wait for the retest and then we will trade, right? Why I am talking about the retest? Because whenever there is a breakout, the market comes back to execute all the pending orders, right? The leftovers order, and then there will be a good movement you can see in the market, right? And similar thing happened here as well. So my market went upward, okay? So there was an impulsive movement, then market came back for the retest. Now when it is for the retesting, at that time I can also make a trade. Now this was the first method when I can trade in the breakout. Now there is a second method in which we will trade with the retest of my breakout, okay? So retesting my breakout, it means the market came back to fulfill all the pendings order, okay? And then again I am having a scenario, there is a breakout, retest, again the market will go up. So if it is going up, then I will watch the buyer initiated quantity again, because you can see my market is again at the zone. So whenever at any candle, I'll find a good buyer initiated quantity, and not only good, but approximately 2 times or 3 times more than my seller initiated quantity. At that time, I'll initiate my trade. Okay, let's see which is the candle that is providing me. So you can see, if I'll keep my cursor, if I will keep my cursor here at this candle is of, just a second. So this candle is, you can see, this is the candle of 3-6, right? 3-6, I can see the buyer initiated quantity is only 480, okay? And the seller initiated quantity is 2310. So I want buyer initiated quantity approximately greater than 2 times, so I will not take a trade, okay? Then I will analyze the buyer and seller initiated quantity of next candle. So here I can see buyer 930, seller 1800. Again, I will not take the trade. Then let's come on the next candle. 3-8, I can see buyer initiated quantity is also less, okay? Then again on the next candle, buyer less, okay? Again on the next candle. Now here I can see it is also not giving me a good indication. So that is how I'll analyze the other one also. Now in this one, 7,000 and 3,750. Okay, so I did not get any good. Okay, so here you can see finally at this candle, okay, at this candle I got a buyer initiated quantity of 4,215, seller initiated quantity of 1,965. It means buyer initiated quantity is approximately 2 times or greater than 2 times than my seller initiated quantity. So what I will do, I will just mark the high of that candle. Okay, so I will mark the high of that candle and then I can initiate my entry in a particular stock. What could be your stop loss, right? So you can maintain the stop loss, your swing low, and then you can take a trade with 1:2 or 1:3, okay, risk reward ratio. So that is a strategy that is back tested as well, right? So whenever you are having breakout, so at that point of time you can take a trade, or in case if you want to take a trade with more confirmation, you can wait for a breakout. Whenever there is a breakout and you will get a candle with a good BIQ, you can say more than 2 times 3 times, at that time you can take a trade. Okay, तो यहाँ पे तो मेरा मार्केट खत्म हो गया था, टाइम कंप्लीट हो गया था, अदरवाइज यू वुड हैव सीन अ गुड मूवमेंट इन दी अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन एज वेल. ठीक है, तो यू कैन एनालाइज इट इन योर चार्ट एज वेल, राइट. आई होप द कॉन्सेप्ट इज क्लियर. कुछ भी डाउट रहा होगा, यू कैन रिवाइंड द वीडियो, यू कैन वॉच इट अगेन. ठीक है, अगर फिर भी कोई डाउट रहता है या फिर यू वांट टू शेयर योर व्यूज एज वेल, यू कैन कमेंट in the comment section as well, obviously. Okay, अगर आपको पसंद आया, you can like the video, share it with your friends as well. Thank you so much guys. This is your trainer Ankit Singh Rawat. Have a good day.